What is going on, my YouTube friends? Guys, I need to make this video. I've been meaning to make it for a while, but you guys got to remember, they didn't make just 69, 70, 03, 04, and 21 Mach 1's. There's other ones. And people always forget to bring that up. And I'm going to bring them up in this video right now. But as you can see, sporting Sublime here. Yeah, buddy. Sublime GT 500. Gave me a shirt over at Car Mob's party. What a great party, guys. I'm telling you, if he ever does it again, you need to be there. And if you say you're going to be there and you didn't show up, that's on you, man, because it was a good time. I only spent one day there, but the rest of those guys, man, I'm telling you what, hey, they partied like it was 1999. All right, guys, let's get this going. I'm going to tell you a little bit about these Mach 1's. I don't know everything, but there's a few things I do know, and I'm going to let you know what I know. All righty, look at that. Ain't she beautiful? Boy, oh boy, man, that splitter, man, it comes out, sticks out nice and everything. I mean, it's nice. But as well, I want to bring up a few things. 1969, 1970. 69 was the first Mach 1. 69, you could either have a shaker hood scoop or the regular hood scoop. Had the turn signals in it and everything on the back, which was really cool. That's what I got on my 70. 70 was the same thing. You could either get a shaker or you could get a regular. These right here, they didn't offer a shaker in these cars. Now, I'm not sure why, but I'll tell you, I like it without. And if you would like a shaker, they do sell aftermarket ones, you know. And they look cool, but it's not, just not for me. If they didn't have these other little scoops on here, maybe it would be a little better with a shaker on there. But with these scoops on there, that's plenty for me. I think, myself, a shaker would be a little much. But anyhow, 69 was the first Mach 1. They had either a shaker or they had the regular hood scoop on it with the turn signals in the back. All right. And they had a stripe on the hood. Okay. 1970, same thing. You could have got a shaker. You could have got a regular hood scoop with the turn signals in the back. Now, depending on what engine you got in that Mach 1, which they had R codes, S codes, H codes, M codes. I'm talking about 69 and 70. All right. You got different engines. S code was usually a 390. R code was usually a 428. H code, 302. M code, 351. In 1970 was pretty much the same thing, but the M code was a 351 Cleveland 4-barrel engine. But, the thing is that there's just been so many different people talking about and doing these videos and stuff like that. And they always talk about 69, 70 Mach 1's or 03 or 04. Now, the 03 and 04s, I'm jumping ahead now, they all had shaker hood scoops, all right? You could either get an automatic, you could get it in a manual. I prefer the manuals myself. But with this being said, people forgot about the 71 through 73 Mach 1's. They didn't come with a shaker hood scoop. They sure did not. Nope. They had the hood with the stripes kit on it, and they had ram air, which pretty much had the same style of these, but turned around. So it was real close, very similar. And you got the ram air system because it was forced air into the carburetor. All right, let me pop the hood on this and I'll bring you right back. Boy, oh boy, ain't she gorgeous under that hood. I'm telling you, that is pretty. So when I'm talking about ram air, I'm talking about the 71 through 73 Mach 1's. They had a big old air cleaner with a big piece of rubber around it. When you shut the hood, it sealed it, and it had lines going to the ram air, going to the little hood scoops on the hood. All right. Now, these right here on the passenger side is actually got an air inlet. It's actually functional. It actually works as a hood scoop. All right. This one on the driver's side, it don't have one because they didn't want rain and stuff getting into the filter box. All right. Now, I kind of wish they would have had this outside the fender or had it somewhere where fresh air could get to it, but they don't. So, but it still works just as fine. Okay. So 69, 70 Mach 1's, that was a whole different platform. 71 through 73, that was a much larger car. But it had the stripes on the hood, the stripes on the side, It said Mach 1 and stripes on the deck lid. All right, so this has got the stripes and everything too. 74 through 78. Now, I'm not quite sure of this, but hang on a minute, let me turn this around. 1974 through 1978 was the Mustang 2. They also had a Mach 1 in the Mustang 2. Now, I'm not sure exactly what years they put them on the Mach 1s, but it was basically just a look. You know, it was nothing really high performance or nothing like that. If you can find one with a 302, then it was just a 302 two barrels, nothing real high performance, nothing real fast, nothing like the Cobra 2 is what I'm meaning. But it was a cool little car. You know what I'm saying? Some people like them, some people hate them. I seem to like them. I've had a couple of them myself, but you know, I think mine was a 76. It was a Mach 1. I had a 302 in it, but a buddy of mine, he had one that was a Mach 1, and he had the V6 in his. So they did come in different, you know, different strokes for different folks, right? But that was the end of the Mach 1 until 2003. 2003, they came out with the Mach 1. And guess what? It was a shaker car. Even if it was an automatic or a stick, it still came with a shaker on it. So 2004 was the same thing. So that was the last of the Mach 1s until now, 2021. So I got a few pictures here I'm going to show you here, and I'll kind of explain to you. You can kind of look at them as you go. So we're going to bring those in right now. So the first picture I showed you there was a 1969 Mach 1. The second one was my car, my 1970. The 69, as you can see, it had a shaker hood scoop. My 70, it don't have a shaker hood scoop. Boy, I wish it did though. But that's the way I got the car, and that's the way I'm going to keep it. Now, 1974 through 78, like I said, I'm not sure exactly what years they made the Mach 1 in those right there. But they got those too. But here's the 71 through 73, and you'll see what I'm talking about, the hood. It's got a big old wide hood on it, you know, like this 2021. And I just don't think it would look good with a shaker on it, like the 2021. I don't think it would look good either. But hey, to each his own. If that's what you want, by George, go get the aftermarket one, man, and slap it on there. But let's see what this 1971 to 1973 looks like. Boy, that sure is a pretty car, ain't it? Sure is. But man, was that thing long. I mean, if I sat my car next to it, my car looked like a midget compared to it, you know, my 70. But, and even this one right here, the 21, it's bigger than my 70. But as you can see, you know, they got the shaker hood, and mine's got the regular hood, and the 71 to 73 don't have a hood scoop on it. It's just got the two little scoops on it, and that's where they got their ram air for, that pushed air into the carburetor, you know. I probably should have showed a picture of the hood open so you could see better. But if you were looking for, look up 1971 Mach 1 Ram Air. It'll show you what I'm talking about. And then, now, here we go, the Mustang 2s. Now, this is a Mach 1 Mustang 2. I don't know if it's got a V8 in it or a V6 or 4. I don't know what it's got in it. But I'm just showing you that they had Mustang 2 Mach 1. So here's a picture of that. All right, so last but least, here's the 2003, 2004, which this is my 2004, but they're both exactly the same. I probably should have kept that car, but hey, I needed a truck. You know, even back then I was pulling cars for the junkyard and stuff like that, so I always had the trailer and always had to have a truck to pull it around. So anyhow, let's take a look at this 04. They all came with shaker hood scoops. They either came 4-speed automatic, all came with air, power windows. I mean, they were cool cars, man. And they were a nice driving car. But I'm going to tell you something. There ain't nothing like these 21s. These 21s are sensational, man. And I'm going to tell you something. This is probably the best Mach 1 that I've ever driven. This 2021. But anyhow, here's the 04, and then I'll bring you back. The thing is, every one of these Mach 1s to me are special cars. You know, they only had like 2-year runs with them in a row. 73, 71, 2 and 3 was a 3-year run. And like I said, I'm not real sure about the Mustang 2s. Now, they could have had a 3 or 4-year run with it. I don't know. But it was at least a couple of years with that, too. And, you know, the 03, 04 Mach 1, that was a really special car. When they come back out with that, man, I was all excited. I just got out of the hospital after being sick, and my credit was kind of... So that 04 Mach 1, not only did I have fun with that car, but it helped me get my credit back in line after being out of work for 8 months. Oh yeah, it'll tear you up when you're out of work for 8 months. But anyhow, guys, I appreciate you watching this, but all these Mach 1s, they all have their own little special features. And, you know, back in the 69, 70s, you could order, you know, multiple different engines for those cars. And, you know, you could get with air conditioning, without air, you know, roll up windows, 4-speed, automatic. I mean, it was a big difference. Nowadays, you get everything's got air, everything's got power windows, you know, pretty much, right? And I think the manual shifts, I think they're going away, man. I don't know why. I mean, I think the manual shift is actually a good selling trans. But anyhow, you know, it is what it is. They're going to do what their bean counters ask them to do. So if their bean counters are saying, hey, we sell more automatics, then that's what they're going to sell. They're going to sell automatics. If we're selling more sticks, they're going to sell sticks. So it's all up to the bean counters. It ain't got nothing to do with what we have to say, right? They ought to listen to us, but they have. The last few Mustangs that they've made in the last few years, they have opened their ears, opened their minds, and they've listened to the customer and done what the customer wants. I am very satisfied with this car, you know. And like I said, every Mach 1 has some kind of decal kit, sticker kit, whatever you want to show it. The new one's got it, the 69's got it, the 70's got it, 1 through 3's got it, you know, 74, 5, 6, Mustang 2s, they got their own little kit. Every Mach 1 that was ever made come with their own little stripe kit, and that's what they come with. Now, like I says, if these didn't have the hood scoops that's in it, then a shaker hood scoop might look all right on it. But if you put a shaker with those 2 scoops, to me, it's going to be too busy, man. It's going to be too busy. It's going to take away from the rest of the car because we're like, why they do all that? They didn't have to do all that. Oh, and another thing I wanted to show you, let me turn this around before I end this video. Look, I'm not saying that this don't get cold air from the outside, because it does. Because if you look down here, right, that goes down to the outside. So it does get fresh air, but they could have done a lot better. You know what I'm saying? So it could get fresh air and a little bit better cooler air than what it gets now. Let me turn this back. Guys, I'm going to tell you something. You guys are awesome. I don't care what anybody says. And if anybody tells you any different, you tell them come see me and I'll tell them you're awesome. Thanks for watching. And hey, I'm going to have more videos on these Mach 1s and the things that's going on with them. I can't remember everything at once. And I always do these videos off the top of my head. I don't write anything down or anything like that. So I appreciate you guys. And there's a lot of things that I forget. And like I said, my 70, I've owned that car since I was 12 years old. So I don't know everything, but I do know some. Guys, have a great rest of your day, and thanks for watching.